You like Space Jam? You like The Amazing Digital Circus? This is kind of like that. Alright, so hold up. Before I start yapping your ear off, go watch Happy Place by Examination. It's a new Amazing Digital Circus song and music video that I had the honor of doing a shot for. Besides needing the context for the shot I'm about to break down, you'll be missing out on a crazy impressive hybrid animation music video, so go pop on over to their channel now. Okay, now, let's get into this. So, I was contacted back at the end of October by Examination founders Zach and Micah to create the 2D animated shot in Happy Place's music video, which is around 4 seconds in length. However, the shot itself turned out to be a lot more complicated than what initially meets the eye. You see, 3D animation is typically animated on ones at 24 frames a second, unless you're going for a stylized approach like Puss in Boots or Spider-Verse. 2D animation, especially for television, is typically animated on twos, occasionally even alternating to ones and threes depending on the motion. This shot was a hybrid of 3D and 2D, meaning the background and initial 3D run cycle was animated on ones, and in order to keep continuity, Pomni's 2D animation would have to be on ones as well. If you have a camera moving on ones and the character itself isn't animated on ones, they're gonna kind of look like they're skipping around. So in summary, that meant a lot more unique drawings. Around 96 instead of the typical 48 that I was used to. I started by counting the exact amount of frames in Pomni's 3D run cycle, and then tracked her head by animating a circle to represent her skull. In order for it to transition seamlessly from 3D to 2D, that meant I had to be exact with the frame count. From there, I fleshed out my rough motion pass, which essentially is just a bunch of quick sketches meant to capture the timing, line of action, and general movement. After I was satisfied with the motion pass, I moved into the tie-down phase, which is the stage where all the chicken scratch sketches I animated previously got turned into actual readable drawings. I tried to keep the sketches as clean as possible, and was sure to include all of Pomni's markings and design nuances. This detail was extremely crucial because this shot was going to be shared to another artist for cleanup, and if they weren't able to identify what they were looking at on a specific frame because it was too messy, then it would have thrown the entire animation off. Once the rough animation was 100% complete, I passed my Toon Boom file to Joe, who handled the cleanup process. He began with finalizing the liner, being sure to precisely detail Pomni's markings that were outlined in my roughs. Once the lines were approved, I sent him a cleanup reference with all the proper hex codes and guides to make sure Pomni was colored correctly. From there, he wrapped up the color and sent everything back to me to composite. To prepare for this stage, I made sure that Joe cleaned up all of Pomni's separate parts on different layers so that they could be exported out of Toon Boom and recompiled into After Effects. The more separation meant more control over how the final composition turned out. I had to match the 3D animation's lighting and shadows as much as possible, which meant a lot of effects and layer styles to add in, like color grading, cast shadows, gradients, ambient lights, rim lights, and a lot more specific effects on Pomni. After I got her animation comped, I then sent it off to the final comp artist for that shot, Aaron, and he wrapped it up into how it looks in the music video now. From start to finish, it took a little less than 2 months for the few seconds you see on screen, so I thought it'd be worth a little feature on my channel outlining the process for those interested. Don't forget to go check out Happy Place, and stay tuned into my channel next year for a very big lineup of upcoming music videos, original animations, songs, and more. That's a wrap on 2024 for me, folks. Happy New Year, stay safe, and clock in for more tunes and tunes. Bye!